Bonjour à tous et bienvenue à ma chaîne YouTube. Merci d'être ici et bon visionnage. Today on my workbench, I have Russell's Breckwell brand Pellet Stove Controller. Russell sent me this one because he was having some problems with his stove and he needed me to have a look at it. So after discussing it with him over phone conversation and over texts, we agreed that he could send it to me. I would have a look at it and see what I can do about repairing it for him. I received the controller, I did some troubleshooting work, and it's now fully functional once again. So we're going to go through testing it before I send it back to Russell to install into his stove. As you can see, I have Russell's Breckwell controller mounted on my test system. My test system is made up of a few items. I have a faceplate here that holds the controller in place. Behind the faceplate is an actual auger motor, and the shaft from the auger motor comes out the front, and I have a decal on it, an X marks the spot decal, so that when the controller calls for the auger to spin, we'll see the X marks the spot decal spin, we'll hear it in the video, and we'll see some of the lights at the back come on at the same time. At the rear here I have 4 light bulbs that simulate different functions of your pellet stove. The first one is for an igniter. This controller will not control an igniter, so we will not see this light come on. I have a blue indicated light for the combustion or the firebox fan. In yellow I have the auger motor simulator light, and finally in red at the far end I have the convection or room fan. As I noted, we will not see the igniter lamp come on during testing of this controller. So let me go ahead and turn it on, and when we do, I'll have a couple lights come on, the convection fan and the combustion or firebox fan. So let's go ahead and do that. As you can see, both lights come on, so that's normal for my test system, and it shows that the controller is able to power those up. There's a few tests that I can do right now in manual mode. The first one is, of course, is the fan intensity. Go to high. As you can see, the lamp is brighter or dim, which indicates that the motor would be running faster or slower. And then I can rotate through these positions on the rotary switch. As we can see, the intensity of the light increases. It does not increase for the last 2 positions, the E and max. That's normal. They're hardwired together on the controller. But for all the others, the light intensity increases or decreases as I rotate through them. And I can also check the manual feed button here, which will cause the auger to drive. So that's a momentary switch, so when I press it, you see the auger motor indicator light came on, you hear the auger motor at the back spinning, and you see the X marks the spot label spinning. So that is fully functional. So that's all the manual tests I can do right now. So we'll go into automatic mode to check a few things out. When I do, a couple things will happen. To go into automatic mode, I need to press the center auger switch here. That will cause the green light at the top here to come on because of the way my tester is wired. And it will start a timer on the controller itself that will determine when the first automatic cycle of the auger motor should happen and how long it should be for. So since I'm in low, that first auger cycle will be quite short, but it'll take about 20-25 seconds to get to it. So let me go ahead and do that. I press, we see the green light has come on, and now we have to wait for the timer to time out so that the auger motor lamp will come on. There's a little light behind the faceplate here. I've checked it. It's also functional as well, but we will not see that in the video because of the angle of the camera. But I know that it is functional. Just have to wait for it to come on. It'll be a quick little burst. There it is. I saw the green LED come on, the lamp came on, and we heard the motor spin. So let's do one more cycle of that. Real quick. There it is, very short cycle. So as I rotate through to max, we see the convection or room fan intensity has gone up, so the fan would be spinning faster. What we'll see now is a longer auger drive time. Notice how it's much longer. And the off time in between the drive cycles will be shorter as well, so it will drive more often. So that will cause more pellets to be dropped into the fire pit. There it is. Nice long auger drive, lots of pellets being driven in. One last time, and then I'll go back to low. There it is. Nice long drive. I'll go back to low so we can see that it has a short drive. You'll see that in the video, and then we'll be finished with all the testing for this one. There it is, very short drive. So there you are, Russell. Your pellet stove controller is fully functional. I want to thank you for sending it to me. I appreciate that very much. We will need to have a phone conversation about this because I believe there is still something wrong within your stove, and we'll work together to resolve that. In the meantime, I want to thank you and all the viewers for viewing this video. I appreciate that very much. I hope you'll take a few seconds to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.